relief. So, when you see this topic, what do you think? What is in your mind when you see this topic, Buddhist concept of suffering? The Four Noble Truths, right? And its relief, the Eight Noble Path, right? I would not choose a topic or put the Four Noble Truths and the Eight Noble Path. For you definitely say, this is a very, very old topic. Most of these variables of Bhante, when they come, they talk about this topic. So, repack. The content is actually the same. Just the packaging of it, just the wording. It's actually the Four Noble Truths and the Eight Noble Paths. But from my perspective, or a bit, I change a bit because I repack it. Okay, let's just go to the. Okay, there you are. The Buddhist concept of suffering actually is about the Four Noble Truths, dukkha, the truth of sufferings, samudaya, truth of the cause of suffering, nirodha, truth of the end of suffering, and magga, truth of the path. Everyone, when you close your eyes, you know what is the Four Noble Truth, right? Right, isn't it? It's a very basic and it's the fundamental, the foundation of Buddhism. So now let's go to the second one. Okay, actually there are three types of suffering, dukkha. This refers to the physical and mental suffering, the mind and our physical body. But we categorize into three. Dukkha of suffering, here, dukkha is dukkha, suffering is dukkha also, dukkha, suffering. I will later explain to you what is dukkha of suffering or dukkha. The second one is dukkha of change, viparinama dukkha. Then the third one is dukkha of conditionality, sankhara dukkha. So remember, there are three types of sufferings, but they are all related to our physical and mental sufferings. Now, the first one, dukkha of suffering, dukkha. Now, you see myself. This picture, it was, I think, about 40 years or 40 over years old. This one is above 60. So you see the changes, aging. I can't control it. I have to accept it. When I was 40 or when I was young, I'm physically very strong. But after 60, I find that I'm getting weak, the strength, because I used to be in the kitchen and I used to cook a lot of food. So we have to use the big wok and to stir the veggie. When I was above 60, I find that I'm no longer as strong as when I was this one, 40 over years old. So I have to accept aging. Actually, we are all aging. Here, Alicia, we know since 2006, how many years old? How many years back? About 22. She was very beautiful. Black hair. Now you see her hair and see my hair. Yeah, changing, aging. We are aging. And also Elaine also there. Yeah, we have been working together for so many years during Sakatita times. And Dory also. Okay. Now, second is illness. I'm sure every one of us experience illness. The COVID time, every one of us, has so much fear in us. The first stage of COVID was horrible. You see, you see that, here there are how many victims, there are how many victims. Even in our temple, there are so many ampang itself. They place their tablets in the temple. Tablets are those departed one. The names of the departed one, they place it in the temple for chanting. During the first stage of COVID, it was horrible, a lot. And all of us, some of them also, during that period, some of them went into depression because of fear. So these are all, we say, illness is also connected to our mental and physical sufferings. I'm sure every one of us experienced that before, right? And of course, death. Here, I attended the silent mentor. Silent mentors are those who donate their body for the medical research. It's different from organ donation. Organ donation is when you are still alive. Your organs can be used. Yeah, you can donate. But once we are dead, our organs are no longer in use. But that can be used for medical research. So I attended the Sacramento program. These are those departed ones. So they request for our prayers, and we do the chanting. And from there, what did I learn? What did I see? The relatives, they are in grief. And what did I learn from the silent mentors? This we call it, we say, 老师, teacher. And to me, they are also my teachers. Why? I see impermanence. Yeah. That is reality. Yeah. So I also consider them as my teachers. I learn from them. And when I do chanting, it sort of it helps me to develop the compassion. Yeah. So then, dukkha of suffering, grief, when somebody passes away, somebody that you love pass away, how do you feel? You feel very, very sad, right? But this is reality. We have to accept. One day, you and I, we will have to say goodbye to each other. We don't know when. So when we are alive, appreciate each other. Okay, don't quarrel. You quarrel. I mean, if you become enemy this life, in your next life, he or she might be your husband. Initially you say, first man, love at first sight. Wow, blind already. Then after a few years, start quarreling. No, the affinity is there. So if you plant the seeds in this life, it will carry on the next life. Yeah. So plant good seeds. Don't plant bad seeds. You will carry forward to your next life. Yeah, it can be your husband or your wife or your children. Yeah. So remember, meet good friends. Don't make no enemy with people. Yeah. See grief. We have this morning on my way to VGF. There were two accidents. There were two accidents, and I saw a body lying on the road. So nothing is permanent. It's no, and today you might see me. Tomorrow, newspaper. Wherever Sinka is no more. Yeah. So, and of course, when your departed ones pass away, you feel very, very sad. But you have to accept, you have to know, you know that nothing is permanent in this world. Yeah. And also suffering through because of disappointment. Disappointment. Yeah. Yeah. New Year, during the Chinese New Year, I don't have enough volunteers. You see, even my staff also on leave. So there was one restaurant. The cook was, they was on leave. You see, so I borrowed the cook. But then the boss said, "Very sorry, my cook has an appointment with a girlfriend. They will be going to hunting. So okay, no choice that I have to cook I have to cook myself." Then the next day, the boss called. "Sư you can use my cook." Because his girlfriend want him. Oh, to him is disappointment. To me, it's happiness. You see, two side of an incident. You see, to the cook, it's a disappointment because the girlfriend doesn't want him. You see, it was really a disappointment. But for me, I'm very happy. I said, yeah, okay. Ask him to come. But inside, I was very happy. I can't say that I'm very happy because because of that. You see, so you see, disappointment and happiness can happen in two ways. And of course, you see, this one is also suffering, not satisfied. This week, it happens in all of us, in our daily lives, you see. For example, Ngoy, Sister Ngoy, is it, used to order catering from Sambutong temple. You see, she said, hey, okay, I want tung fan. That's her favorite order. But if one day my cook went go cuckoo and cook the kind of tung fan that she doesn't like, why? All stick together. Not satisfied with that dish. She will feel a bit of disappointment. Not satisfied. Even myself, I have a lot of what they call expectation. When I train the volunteers, I expect them to be perfect. Yeah. But do you think that is reality? That can be a reality? No. Disappointment, not satisfied, not to what you want. You see, sometimes I would say we because my special field is cooking, so most of my Dharma talk will be based on cooking, kitchen, right? Now in the kitchen we have many kinds of shapes, yeah, slices, yeah, and then triangle, all kinds of shapes. Okay, I teach you how. I say I want triangle shape or góc hình na, some say certain shape. Okay, I taught you how to cut, and you cut in front of me. So when I turn and 5 minutes away, you cut in slices. I'm not satisfied. Right? These are minor things, but it affects our emotion, our feelings. Sometimes you have no choice because they cannot focus. People cannot focus. And though you don't expect 100% out of them, if they can present 20, 30%, you have to let go. But for us as a cook, we are very particular about the shapes of the veggie that we asked them to cook. Because once the shape is not what we want, it spoils our mood of cooking. Right? Those who know how to cook, right? Yeah, so these are not important, but it do affect our feelings. But of course, then we go back to the Buddha's teaching. Nothing is permanent, even our feeling, emotions. We have to let go, of course. If you don't let go, then it becomes permanent. It's suffering, right? So this is a dukkha of suffering. These are very general, but it happens in our daily life. So dukkha of change, there's the second one, viparinama dukkha, suffering of change, inability to accept change. Okay, then cling to pleasurable experiences and feel sad when they change. Cannot accept the truth of impermanence. Now, what are the words for pleasurable that you like? Something that's agreeable to you, you feel happy, and all this, that's pleasurable. But like for example, yeah, of course, who got children or grandchildren? Are you attached to your grandchildren, your children? Of course, no? We are attached to. We feel happy to be with them. That is happy time. But if something happened to a child, there is suffering. Change. Things might change. You see, in we call the basement, where we put the tablets of the deceased for 49 days. There are so many cases. Recently, there was this 6 months old baby passed away suddenly. According to the mother, it could be the rice paste was too thick, and he got choked. Another case was a 6 years old girl was choked to death when she took bread, a piece of bread. So it's so unexpected, you see. It's so sudden. Someone that you love and suddenly pass away. That is grief, change. Yeah, and of course here in the fetus, in the womb, the fetus is very comfortable. No need to breathe, no need to eat. Yeah, everything is fed from the mother's womb. Yeah, the cord. But when it's out of the mother's womb, the first thing the baby need to learn is what? Breathe. Yes. That is suffering. Change. Inside here is warm. But once it's exposed, it's out of the mother's womb, the weather, the coldness, or the warmness, everything, it affects the baby. Therefore, birth, that we say birth is suffering. Yeah. Because sometimes I do go to search for information. So sometimes this can be used for Dharma talk. Everything around us can be used as Dharma. Yeah. For example, as I said, like Alicia's white hair. You can see the impermanence I can see the impermanence. For 20 years, she was very beautiful with black hair, even Sister Elaine also. Now she's getting fat. Yeah, changes. The time she was very, wow, 苗条, I would say. Slim, beautiful. Now she's getting old and fat. No, if you get more and fatter and fatter, you become clumsy. So be careful of your health. So this is suffering of change. Things change, you cannot accept. Yeah, but you have to accept it. Then dukkha of conditionality, sankhara dukkha. Here we know that the three characteristics is one of it is impermanency. Yeah, nothing is permanent. Don't get told. Don't. The problem with everyone is everyone. I think not everyone. Most of us is we hold on to permanent. I'm well paid. My husband will not change. Is it? I'm well paid. I'm You know what I mean? Change in Chinese we say 变心 change heart. Understand or not? So you will be thinking, my husband, I'm the only one in his life. He will never change. Who knows? After a few years, there's a third party there with a small child. Yeah, this is reality. This is reality. So when something happens, you have to accept. Don't think that it will never change. But of course, don't go back and question the husband. Will you change? Still said nothing is permanent, you know? Don't go back and question your wife or your husband. Just happy. Just live happily. Okay. Don't suspect this and that. Don't go back and suspect your husband. Suppose said nothing is permanent. Your love towards me, is it permanent or impermanent? You cannot say it. Yeah. So nothing in this world is permanent, and all things are subject to decay and changes. Yeah. Where I say everywhere is Dharma. Here and there is Dharma. When you offer flowers to the Buddha, it is very fresh, isn't it? Very fresh. Like us, when we are young, we're very beautiful, and for the boys, they're very handsome, isn't it? After 30 years, you can take a mirror and you take the photo and compare. So now, here the same thing. When we offer flowers to the Buddha, you see, it's very fresh, very beautiful. And after 1 week, you watch, you come back and see. Is it the original thing? No. It's no more beautiful, right? You wither. So this is impermanent. That's why I say everything is here. Even a flower can be our teacher, the Dharma. Yeah. If you are mindful enough, you see Dharma everywhere. Okay. And of course, yeah, this is birth. Then we grow up, then become old. Then we drop. Drop, that means we have to leave this world. So everything is changing. Our life is changing every day. But we don't feel the changes. Even though now that, for example, I'm standing here, I thought I was 50 years old. But when I start doing things, I feel I'm no longer as strong as before. But in my mind, I think that I'm still holding that I can do. I can do. No, in reality, it's different. It's very different. Age. I'm aging. Even when I walk nowadays, I have to be very careful of my steps. My eyes are not as sharp as before. My physical body, my legs are not as strong as before. And recently I went for a checkup. The doctor said, "Sifu, you're slowly getting forgetful." Then I realized, yes, I put the letter here, envelope here, and I went and do something. Then I forgot about the envelope or the letter. Or sometimes when I was in the kitchen, I went to the dining hall, I went to take something. When I go inside, I forgot what I want to take. Yeah. Even that sometimes I forgot about Cindy's name. Or Alicia, right? What phone? Ching phone, right? I'm still okay now. So yeah, no, this is a natural process. A natural process. We do have to accept it as well. If you can't accept, then you become worried. You think, oh, how am I going to carry on my life, yeah, in future? Just think about the current time. Don't think about so far about future. Okay. Okay. Now, the cause of suffering is, of course, craving, according to Buddha. The cause of suffering. No craving, no suffering. Do we have craving? Yes, we have. But craving is different from desire. I have the desire for a good career. I have the desire to have a good family. But craving is different. Craving is greater, more than desire, which is don't think is good. Because of craving, you might do something that because you want something. Yeah, you crave for it, and you might think of all ways to get it. But desire is I think is still something that's good. If you don't have a desire, if all the Buddhists don't have desire to have good career, then we will be all very poor. Isn't it? Yeah. So the difference between desire and craving, you see or not, is different. Craving is you really want, you crave for it. You think of ways to get it. Desire, you wish, you work for it. You say, of course, craving you work, but desire is not as strong. You want, yeah. And there are three types of craving also. Sensual pleasures, that is kama tanha, existence, bhava tanha, non-existent, vibhava tanha. Tanha is craving. Okay? Kama is sensual desire. Then bhava is existent. We here is negative. Bhava is existent. So we plus the we is non-existence. Yeah. Now the first one, craving for sensual pleasures, the six senses. Just enjoy off the aircon for 1 hour. See, we sit here, we enjoy the temperature or not. If we off the aircon, yeah, how do you feel? Hot. Unpleasurable feeling. Yeah, unpleasurable feeling. That is with the, under this one. Uh, feeling, the feeling, our sense, the touch, and then here the sight. We like to see good things, right? Everything we like is good. We like to see beautiful environment. We like to hear people praising us. Oh, you are very clever. Yeah, you are very smart. You are very, very knowledgeable. Do you like to hear you're stupid? No, no, isn't it? Yeah? No, we all like good things through our eye, even taste food, tasting. If you love Roger, yeah. If Roger, I put something that it is something that you don't like to eat, like chili, very very spicy, you will not feel no enjoying the taste. So our six senses, we are attached, craving for sensual pleasure. All this taste, hearing, the mind, we like to think about good things. We don't want to think about the negative things, isn't it? Our mind. We always, sometimes we daydream or we just sit there, oh, if I can go to Bhutan, yeah, I will go here and there. Yeah, isn't it? So through our six senses, we are craving for good things. My talk is until 11:30. Okay. If it's overtime, somebody could ding the bell. Sometimes I might lost control. Yeah. Can. Okay. The second one is craving for existence. Now, what Confucius says is a healthy man wants 1,000 things. We are healthy, right? We want a lot of things. We are healthy because we are healthy. But a sick man only wants one thing. What is that? Huh? To live. When I visit patients, those very terminally ill, they will say, Supu, if I recover, I will go back to the temple to be a volunteer. Yeah, if I recover. This I have heard from many patients. Normally, they won't recover because terminally ill, large stage of cancer or whatever. So for a sick person, they crave to survive. They want to live. They want, when at that stage, they want, if I recover, I want to do a lot of things, a lot of good things. But when we are healthy, do we think about that? We don't think about that. Some people, they think about themselves, their own, their family, their work, and other things. They don't think about, you spare a bit of time to serve the community or to help people. When we have time, we come out to contribute. Don't wait when you are in the bedridden, then you think of all those good things you want to do. When we are healthy, we do. Don't wait. Yeah. Anywhere, not necessary to be in the temple as a volunteer. It can be the NGOs that are doing welfare work, right? Accumulate the merits when you can. So, you see, craving for existence. Normally, we don't crave because we are healthy. It's only those sick people. They want to survive. And the opposite of it is craving for non-existence. This is also suffering. Craving for non-existence. Like suicide, commit suicide. There's one interesting book, Suicide and Its After Death, by Rata Nasara. You can go search in the Google. This is a very interesting but very short article. Yeah. So this is another suffering, craving for non-existence. Why see? Sometimes when you're very angry, when your parents scold you, why see? Then your mom, your parents will be very, very frightened, you see, of the children. Something will happen to the children. So anger, sometimes because of anger, you think you want to die. And in the Kodana Sutta, Anguttara Nikaya 7, suicide as mental imbalance. Normally, those who commit suicide because they are not, sometimes they lost control, mentally disturbance, yeah, like depression or anger. Yeah? They do something that's very silly. Suicide as mental imbalance, intentionally causing one's own death, influenced by aversion, attachment, delusion, and negative emotional forces. Yeah, you see, love can also cause to commit suicide. Depression, and all sorts of things. Affection, fear, a driving force for suicide. There was one in this, I think, I can't remember which sutta, because of love, affection. But to us, love, to love each other, but how can we commit suicide? But of course, like we hear of, you love someone, but that person doesn't love you. So you're so emotional that you feel that life is meaningless without her. Life is meaningless without him. Therefore, commit suicide because of love. But there is another kind of love that, in the sutta, it was said that a lady, one young girl, was forced to marry. Have you heard of this? Fa? It's a Chinese folk story. It's the princess that loved one general, is it? Yeah. And then because of war, this country will be taken over by another kingdom. And this princess loved the general. So they poisoned themselves by drinking wine. So this is the case of love. So they commit suicide. But in the sutta, it was stated that one girl was one family. In the family, the father forced the daughter to marry another man when the daughter has already got the husband. I can't remember the whole story. It was the father that forced the daughter who was married to a man, to marry another man. So the husband killed the wife, then killed himself. This is suicide, commit suicide, because of love. So things can happen. This is also, we say, suffering, craving for non-assistance. They want to live. They find that life is meaningless. And it happens a lot now in this modern world. People fall into depression. Those depressed people, they find that everything is negative. Negative. Have you all met or communicate with depressed people? Yeah. It's very difficult to pull them out of their world. See? Not easy. You have to spend a lot of time with them, no? Give them the support, give them the spiritual support, mental support, until you are able to pull them. But normally, not very successful because you have to spend time with the person. Every one of us, we have our things to do. Yeah. But I think I have tried once, but not successful. It was my cook. She was depressed, and the family member asked me, can I ask this girl or lady to come to your temple to be a volunteer? I said, okay, let her come. So she came. She came, and initially she doesn't talk to anyone, but she keep on helping out in the kitchen. She doesn't even address me. And when I said, come, go and have lunch. No, I don't want to eat. Then she go off. After some time, she began to speak, open her mouth to speak with the other volunteers. And it's a good sign. It's a good sign. And later, she asked, Sifu, can I work in your restaurant? I said, okay, you can go and learn. And now she is my current cook. But we cannot give her too much pressure. It will relapse. It will relapse, you see. So they cannot take too much. These kind of people, you cannot push too hard. No? It will relapse again. So it takes a very long time. It takes a very long time. And they are also failures, which I can't. I try my best, but they just doesn't want to walk out from their own world. I call their own world. We can't do anything. But there was another case which quite successful. I consider as quite successful at the meantime. It was a nun. Now she's staying in my temple. She was, because of COVID, and of course, her background is she got some mental problem. And during COVID, she was totally depressed. She called, I cannot take care of myself. How? So I told another nun, and that nun immediately brought her to my temple. Then she stayed in the temple for nearly half a year. I just let her what she wants to do. Let her be. And she used to sleep, eat and sleep until I can't. Saya pun tak boleh tahan lah. Yeah. Eat and sleep for half a year. If what other nuns come, this nun can eat and sleep, so I also can eat and sleep. So all the nuns, when they come to the temple and stay in the temple, eat and sleep, who's going to do the work? I have to cook for them? Wow. I'm the best there. It's not the position. Yeah. It's not the position. And it's not good for her. So, I use the soft method. Okay. soft method doesn't work. So what I do? What? The harsh method. Huh? Yes. You don't know anything about kitchen work. You don't know this and that and that. So okay, no mind. You pray to the Buddha, prostrate half an hour every morning, because these people, depressed people, they always sleep. They don't exercise. Actually, they should walk around, do something. You see, not always eat and sleep, eat and sleep. So do prostration half an hour. She obey, but I have to, every time I have to go and watch, because I know her trick. She'll bow down and not coming up. You see, I don't know how many of you have been to my second floor, the new building, the second floor. Did you observe that the Manjusri Bodhisattva, they are two sticks? Pana. No? It's for the meditation, those master to use. If you fall asleep, yeah. I not only bought two, I bought how many? I think another two spare. In case I hit her, it breaks. So one, I've been watching her. So I will carry that stick, When she bow down and doesn't come up from the back. 那师父，为什么你打我？我为什么你睡觉 ？Why you sleep? I ask you to prostrate. You're sleeping. Therefore, you got it. Several times, you see, you have to spend time, watch that person. Yeah. Then from there onwards, she dare not to sleep. Each time you sleep, I will wallop you. And then she's depressed, but she loves to see, movies, handphone. I said, what are you doing? I can't see. I said, can't you recite? There's so much time. You need to do kitchen work, do this and that. Can't you just read the sutra? Yeah? Instead of watching the movie. Yeah? So, she would do. So I forced her to do one thing. I forced her every morning, you have to practice your Surangama mantra. Because nowadays, monastery, the young generation, they don't recite mantra, Surangama mantra. That is a very important mantra. 不会读你念了，学 learn. So every morning she got to recite the Surangama, practice. Now she's better than me. So sometimes we have to use force. We have no choice. We have to use force. And at one time, I was looking for her, because she was supposed to do, something that assigned her. I was looking for her. She was can't find her. But I saw a shoe outside the shrine hall. So I went inside the shrine hall. Where is she? She was under the table. And she was playing her handphone. I snatched her handphone, throw. Spoiled. She was crying. I said, you didn't follow the schedule. You are supposed to do what? Why you indulge in your handphone? So this is the consequences. She cried. She took her handphone. I thought I settled the problem. No handphone, nothing to, so have to follow schedule. But she was very smart. The next day, she asked my staff to drive her to a phone shop. 师傅，我有新的电话，激你唔死啊！ She showed me, 师傅, I got a new handphone. I said, don't ever let me see you playing with the handphone or watching movie. Okay? Yeah. So sometimes she also curi lah. So when I walk in, she'll hide the handphone. But nowadays she's, I would say, getting better. We assign her the responsibility. She does her responsibility. Of course, her timing is 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Food is important. Never miss 1 minute. No. She was standing there, ready to hit the bell. But that I don't care. As long as she's now stable, doing her job, doing her things, then I have to close one eye, to let go. Okay, so this, what I'm sharing is a depressed person, we can help, but it's not that easy. You have to spend a lot of time. So the third one, okay, we come back to this topic. This topic, subtopic, craving for non-existent is also suffering. Yeah, craving for sensual pleasure, craving for existence, craving for non-existence. These are all sufferings. Now we come to its release. That means the path. Normally we say the 8 noble paths. You see, path to liberation, cessation of suffering, Dana. We will see this the 8 noble path, but there are so many other paths we can cultivate, we can practice step by step. So these are some of these paths that we can put into our daily life and to practice. Of course, this one, the 8 noble path, the threefold training, Sila, Samadhi, and Panya, the Bodhisattva path, which is the main what we call practice for the Mahayanist tradition, the Mahayana tradition. And the 10 stages of the Bodhisattva path, compassion and wisdom, the 6 or 10 paramitas, the 7 factors of enlightenment, and in Dharmapala, avoid evil, do good, purify the mind. So there are so many other paths you can apply. It depends, see the person, each individual is different. Maybe he likes meditation, maybe he likes dana, doing dana, maybe he likes chanting. Yeah. The person's, which one is more suitable for you, you choose. You need not have to follow strictly. Okay. Of course, the 8 noble path is the main one. But people can start from compassion. People can start from doing dana. Because when you do dana, actually you are practicing, you are developing compassion. Dana to feed those who need. Yeah. So in a way, you are developing your compassion by doing dana. Yeah, giving. And by giving, you think of others. Compassion, normally we say, we are thinking of others, we are helping others. Therefore, where is I? I don't think of myself. Things happen, sufferings because of I. My family first. My career first. Of course, family is important. Family is important. But some people just take care of the family. Some people just take care of the care, focus on the career. But we can still contribute our time, our effort to help others. Actually, when we help others, we are helping ourselves to develop the compassion. Yeah. See for yourself, do it, and realize it for yourself. Okay. The Eight Noble Path, right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, all this, we divide into 3 categories. One is the wisdom, panya, right understanding, right thought, right understanding of the 4 noble truths, right understanding of the 4 noble truths, right understanding of the 3 characteristics, impermanence, non-self, and suffering. Right understanding, not wrong understanding. Yeah, this is very important. And right thought of compassion, thought of why Buddha renounced, because of his compassion. He knows that life is suffering, and he renounced because he wanted to find a path to liberation, to help all beings, to end suffering. So the thought of renunciation, therefore, is not easy. When we on June, we are going to have a novitiate, 10 days novitiate. And in our novitiate program, male or female, you have to shave your head. If not, it's not. What do we mean by novitiate program? We renounce, we shave our hair. Some when they asked, oh, have to shave the hair, I don't want to join. So this, even your hair, you cannot let go. How to let go of other things? Huh? 剃頭啊，我唔愛啊。Some after shaving, how am I going to face the world outside there? How am I going to face the world outside there? Now it's very easy, isn't it? You go and buy a wig. Huh? Yeah, but of course, those working in the office, it's very odd, without hair, and then we wear skirt. Is that the voucher? No. Yeah, you can put false hair. I mean, those working in the office, those like housewife, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but an old auntie, I think maybe about more than 70 years, 75 years old. Huh? Shave hair? I don't want. Hey, your husband is no more around. Your daughter is overseas. Who's going to look you? Who's going? You still want to fall in love with somebody? Auntie, 75 years old already. Why you still can let go of your hair? And you say every time you come for group chanting and you know how to hit instruments, you're so good. You're better than a monk or a nun. But you cannot let go of your hair. There are such people. Yeah. So it's not easy to renounce, and especially now. Nowadays it's easy. Our time, our training was very harsh. Our training was very strict. Therefore, anyway, I thanks to all my masters, senior masters who trained me in the kitchen, who trained me in the chanting, who trained me in the instruments. Therefore, I learned, but I cry a lot. I cry. Actually, when I was, 2 years as a day for training, I cry a lot because it's really, very tough. But I cannot turn back to my family because when I want to renounce, my mom asked me, "You think carefully. You really want to renounce?" I said, "Yes." So I told my mom, "Yes, I'm very firm. I want to renounce." When I feel regret, I cannot turn back. I cannot go back to my family. I cannot go back to my mom and say, "I cannot stand." But during that period, there's so much of negative thoughts in me. Even to the extent that I want to run away. But conditions, very important. Karma and the conditions are very important because during that 2 years, no doubt it's very harsh. It was very harsh, but I learned a lot of things. And the conditions is that one day I decided I want to leave. I want to leave this temple, and I'm not going back to my mom's place. I want to work outside. But something happened in the temple. One of my sister nun disrobed. And she was the pillar. There are two pillars. One is the front, one is the back. The front pillar is those who do chanting. In the temple, you must have very good chanters. And I was at the back, cook. So the thought of to run away from a temple, I think better not, because the front pillar already collapsed. If the back pillar collapse, then the whole temple will collapse. So this is a positive thought in me that enabled me to be a nun now. You see, tolerate. Then it's the perception. You change your perception. You change the negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Yeah, that's not easy. That's the most, to change your negative to positive thoughts. And that is very challenging. That is cultivation. Yeah. I'm able to stand here because of conditions. And of course, good karma, my good thoughts. So, as I said, not easy to renounce. That's why we salute the monks and nuns. Right understanding, so with compassion and right, these are two important values, compassion and wisdom. Just now I said, just now here, we have number 5, compassion and wisdom. So these are the paths, you can practice. And here again emphasize on wisdom and compassion. Panya, these two paths, because there are 8. And next we go to ethical conduct, sila. Right speech, right action, right livelihood. Here we can use the Dhammapada. Avoid evil, do good, which is a repetition, isn't it? You see or not? So, here, right speech, right action, right livelihood, you are avoiding evil and you're doing good. And here, purify the mind, we need to discipline our mind. So, samadhi. So I break it out. And it's all in the Eight Noble Path. The right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Mindfulness, you need not have to apply all at one time, you see. It depends on the timing, the place. But of course, right all these are important. And in our daily life, this is also very right mindfulness, mindful of things that your mind, your speech, yeah, your body. If you are mindful, you will not do evil. You are following the five precepts, not harming others, and do whatever good you can to help. A very common things that I will do during the rainy day is to look for a worm. During the rainy days, especially when I walk by or at the car park, I will see whether there are any earthworms. Because earthworms, the body need to be moist. Once they're out of the moist, they will die. So when you see earthworms on the road or in a dry area, just pick it up and put into the soil. You are, we say, releasing, liberation. I mean, helping things being from suffering. We say function. So that's a bird liberation. They buy a lot of birds and then liberate. You use money, but this one you don't need money. You use your heart. You see, your heart is very, very important. Of course, some people they buy. We don't stop, but not overdoing it. When I heard people going to the mines and release lots of fish. If I am a fish, I do also suffer because of different environment, different place. If I'm a small fish and someone is bigger than me, the big one will eat the middle one will eat the small one. You won't be able to see. But just imagine you are the fish, the little fish. It's suffering, is it? Suffer because of fear. Suffer that you'll be eaten up by the bigger ones. Suffer because of new environment. If I put you in another place, a place that not VGF, you go to some Potong, you feel uneasy. New environment, isn't it? Yeah? I don't know all the devotees. I don't know where's even the toilet. So, but this is change. We don't like changes. Once things change, we suffer. Yeah. So, what I'm trying to say is there are many paths. Of course, the main one is the Eighth Noble Path. But we can practice this one, compassion, or we can practice dana. We can practice doing a lot of good things, helping people. Like Suchi, they are doing wonderful things. They are all over the world helping. In Nepal, they help those, in Buddha Gaya and Nepal, they help those, the people to make bags, and they import the bags from there and sell in Malaysia. So they are giving income, helping them to earn little money to feed their family and other things, and also education. So those aunties, when I met them in India, they said, "So we have been here we are one batch by batch, they go there as volunteer, and they are from Penang, Suchi. They say, we stay here for half year, and when we go back, another batch will come in to replace them. So it's a continuity. But they are those retired ones. So they're helping the poorer people. This is compassion. So they emphasize so much on compassion. That is Bodhisattva path. Helping others, helping yourself to cultivate, to develop compassion and wisdom. And wisdom you have to have what you call concentration. And concentration comes from where? Where? Of course, the mind. It cannot be the hand. Concentration comes from lots of things. When you do the puja, you focus on your chanting and the wordings, the Buddha's teaching. Concentration can come from meditation. And one thing I share with you, that can be concentration or can be mindfulness. You name it. No? When I think Alicia have heard many times that, yes, Sifu, you take that as an example again. To cook curry paste, how long do you have to stir the chili paste? How long? At least half an hour. If you want it to be more frequent, 1 hour. Slow, what you call, slow fire. And what I did, because the walk also is our walk there, the walk is a big walk. I can't be standing the whole 1 hour just to stir the curry paste. So I take a stove. I sit there, cross leg. Guan Yin Pusa, Guan Yin Pusa. Recite the Buddha's name. Or it can be like that, or it can be like that. Because it will get burned. So we have to stir. When we stir, we do something. Think of something. Think of the Bodhisattva. And that is a bit, can be mindfulness, can be concentration. 1 hour. So when you're working, in your working place, I don't know what, maybe in the kitchen, you can also, when you cut a lot of things, be mindful of the cutting. This is mindfulness in daily life. And when you walk, that is mindfulness. You see, apply those that you think is suitable in your daily life. Even when you yawn, just be mindful of your mouth open. Then there will be, it's not tears, is it tears? A bit of, no? When you yawn, normally, is it tears we call it? 眼水啊? Huh? So just be mindful. You open your eye, you open your mouth, and then also you mindful of this tears coming. These are all mindfulness. So it's in your daily life, you can just be mindful of what you're doing. Yeah, these are all practices. So at home, you can do. Wherever you go, you can do. Even you're cycling, you can recite the Buddha's name. That is mindfulness. That is also concentration. So when you are mindful of the body, speech, and mind, that you are already cultivating. And when it is a habit, you will easily zoom into your inner world, even without meditation. With mindfulness, actually you can go into, but not as deep as when you're sitting. Because when you're moving, we are distracted by so many things. Of course, we have maybe about 30% of concentration. That is also good. If every day we have 30%, 30%, 30%, we know what is happening in we easily zoom into our world, we call our inner world. And that's how some people they say, Sifu, my time is very short. They can know what's happening. That's why they say people, those cultivators, they know when there will be their last day. And you also know, you will also sort of know that's what's happening in your body, the four elements and your mind. You sometimes you will see, oh, you can feel pain, or you can feel that no, it's very stress here or pain. That will be a sign for you to go and consult doctor, rather than you're not mindful of anything yourself. So these are the things we know when we apply mindfulness in our daily life. We can easily zoom into our own world, and it's easier for you to go into deep meditation when you sit down. Okay? What I'm saying is, no, I can divide it into like this one in the Dhammapada. Do no evil. All evil I will abstain. Abstain means not 100%. Abstain, it means do your best, not to harm others. Sometimes we might harm others because of our good intention. It doesn't mean that we have to be compassionate always. Sometimes we have to, as I said, soft method cannot, harsh method. It hurts you, but it's for your good. Our intention is good. Our intention is not to harm you. Our intention is, I want you to be able to stand up, to be independent. The intention must be positive. When you want to scold a person, your intention must be good. 我提醒你，我愛你好。This is positive. 唔係我愛你死啊。That's no good. Okay? So, you understand this part? Why I can break it. You can do it this one, daily life. Of course, this one, is when you practice this one, you're already observing your 5 precepts. So 5 precepts is actually the basic. And yeah, so this is my translation. 正願慈懷之家 Pure Wish Hospice. I went there. In this is mainly those cancer patients. This one is in Stapak. They have another one in Panna Indah. That one's a stroke center. And these patients are from the general hospitals where nobody care. So they were put in this Prasatwan. This Prasatwan will take care of them. Not you or me can simply just go in. It needs the government's recommendation. Only you can go in. And it's very clean. The 2 places, one the stroke center, the other one is a cancer center. Very clean, no smell. So they are so fortunate, they are well taken care of. And in this is actually the cancer. This young man, because of accident, damaged the brain, and the relatives doesn't want him. They cannot find his relatives even with the address. You see, they went all the way to, I think, Setiawan or Ipoh, Perak, that side. The family members doesn't admit, so he was put in this center. And when I went in, he was crying. He was very, how to say, huh? Yes. When he saw me, and I saw him, no, can feel his what we call 痛苦, the pain. Yeah, he can't speak, but from his expression, then I say, Nimpat, recite the Buddha's name. Why? To calm his mind. One thing is to calm his mind. One thing is to have positive thoughts. Yeah, doctors can't help you. I also cannot help to cure your physical body. We can only console. Yeah. Can you recite the Buddha's name? This was the second time I entered. I gave him the ampao. It's not the ampao, no. He smiled, you see. It's not the happiness in him. It's not the ampao. It's when he saw. I mean, Sifu got that kind of love and compassion for him. Now sometimes we can, I don't know, we can feel. We need not have to talk to each other. We can feel this person is good or bad. I don't know whether you have got this kind of, how to say, huh? Good what? Vibes. B-I-B-E-S. B-E-S. No, the kind of, the energy, the feeling. The feeling. Yeah. That's why, because when we give, we really give with the kind of love and compassion. It's not the ampao. It's the feeling that we send to him. And he was, you see, smiling compared to when first time I entered, he was crying. Even cats can feel whether this is a good or bad person. Right? Those who went to the temple, been to the temple, they know I have many cats. When that person, devotee or anybody, go near to my cat, that person has compassion and loving kindness. And when a person goes near to my cat run away. My whole Censor, yeah. Censor. This is Dharma also. This is also Dharma. We learn from them. They can give us, this sorry, scan, this is a good person, this is not a good person. Normally the animals love children. I think children are pure in their mind. No evil thoughts. Yeah. Go and see for yourself if you have cats. Yeah. So, and this one, she's a cancer patient. All these are cancer patients. She sang, Teresa Tang, is it? Tenichina. Tenichina is also a singer that I love to hear. Very sentimental, very, yeah. And this song I can't remember. 我哪里见过你? She was singing. I was actually having my lunch outside there. After lunch, I have walked around, and then I heard her singing that song. So I joined her. Actually, my Mandarin is very lousy. But that, because of, she was enjoying singing. So to go there to give her the support, and I sang with her. But this actually is a short video clip, but I don't know why it doesn't sing. Why I doesn't sing? I sang with her, and she was very happy. She was so happy. Yeah. Everybody was very happy and was clapping. The Tzu people were also there. And they were surprised that Sư父can sing. Luckily, those wordings are quite simple. And I know the music because I used to listen to Tony Teresa's songs. The other one is 月亮在我的心. 月亮代表我的心. So in that environment, you see, very sad place, we can turn it into a positive, give them positive energy. They themselves also, have to turn their perception, not to say, I'm a cancer patient, I have not much time. No, what's there to enjoy? No, they are able to turn their perception, and you see, she's very happy. And when I sang with her, she was so happy, even happier. And what I get in return, I felt very happy. That's the life, that's the energy I got from the people that I contact, from the people that I helped. Even they smile. That's the energy for me to carry on my Dharma work. People ask, Sư Phụ, where you get your energy? I said, the energy is for everyone. From everyone. When they're happy, I'm happy. When I'm happy, I got the energy. That is mental energy. But I still have to face aging. I cannot deny. I have to accept. And just do what I can. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, from that very negative, very sad place, we can turn into a positive. Give them the support. Make them happy. When we make them happy, we are happy. They are the ones, they are also our teachers. They let us see. What we see is sickness, impermanency, suffering. But yet, from suffering, they can turn into happiness. This is thing that we can learn from them. Yeah. Got sound? Huh? No sound. There? Okay. so happy. You see, I feel very happy too. Then they ask me to continue. Yeah. Do you want to let me go? 哪里见过你？是你，是你。Yeah, okay. It's not working. Okay. Now another event that I went, no doubt New Year, before chapter meet, I was very very busy in the temple, but whenever we can, we go. This is organized by Malaysian Buddhist Bhikkhuni Association. We call it MBA, under one temple, because we also take care of one temple, and this temple organized together with Care and Share Society. You can go to the website and see what they are doing. They're doing great job. And this center is the Valley of Hope. This is in Sungai Buloh, where they take care of those leprosy victims. Now they are less than about 100. I can't remember. they come to the temple to do dana, to light candles. Nowadays, we cannot be sitting, waiting in the temple for devotees to come. We have to go out. We have to step out from the temple to reach them, to give them hope. So, this is a center for the Hope of Valley, the Care and Share Society, to have their event. So this Yenny is currently the president of Care and Share Society. She has done her teamwork. Her team has done a great job. They even get those professional, art and crafts to teach those victims there. And every year they have a carnival where they draw without hands, still they can draw. And we support them not because of the drawing. It doesn't look professional, but we support is because of their hearts. These paintings are drawn by those victims, and the money goes to NGOs welfare. They even they donated to Chiratana and other NGOs. So they have no hands, they have all, yet they are happy to contribute. They find that they are very useful. What about us? We have hands, we can run, we can go anywhere. Are we doing anything for the people out there? Just go back and think. Yeah. So she is the president and she leads the lighting. I call it a candle of hope. She started, and the rest also of her. Some are with the wheelchair. Yeah. And also we do blessing from the sun. Yeah? We bless everyone there. So we are going out. We are not waiting in the temple for people to come, because people can't come. So this uncle is doing dana. Ampao. It's not the money that I want, you see. No, we give them the opportunity to do dana. Yeah. And the money that we collected, I think about soon, if I'm not mistaken, a few thousand. So we donated out also. This auntie, she is very good in painting. I can't remember her name. There are few of them. They are very good in painting and art and craft. She is, I think, about 90 years, more than 90 years old, and she has no fingers because of leprosy, the sickness. She felt so happy, so proud of her painting. Yeah. You see, all these are all leprosy patients. And this one also. They are doing dana. We give them the opportunity. They feel at least they can do something. And the organizer, Jenny, can share, say, Sufu, can we have it again next year? I said, no problem. We give them the spiritual support, right? And at the end, these are the candles that they lighted, the candles. Then the team just put it nicely. So everyone was very happy of the event. This is something we can give hope to others. We can actually, if we want to, and just do what you can. A little bit, little by little becomes a mountain. And lives There are three choices. You have to accept reality. No? Either you change your perception, change your thinking to accept. Or else if you can't, just leave it. But we still have to move forward. We still have to go. Our journey is not the end yet. It's not today. No? We don't know when, but do our best. We feel the joy. No? It is the joy that we cannot express through words. We can feel it. And money can buy. The joy of seeing other happy. The happy in them. So that joy is our life force. Mental life force. And before we transfer marriage, we have only about 5 to 10 minutes for Q&As before we do the transfer of marriage. Anyone would like to question?
We only have time for 1 or 2 questions. Anybody? Just raise your hands, give it a mic.
Venerable,
Can?
Venerable, I'm just inspired by your talk on doing compassion, generosity. It says that sometimes you receive many requests. Like, I, not to say I know them, but somehow the number get passed through and you're wondering, you have the limited resources.
Yeah.
So what if we pick and choose? Like you rationalize it out, like, you look at the case. Am I being like judgmental? Because there is limited resources. So how do you, your advice for me? Thank you.
Okay, this also we say related to that. Not only we say conditions, things happen also because of conditions. We also say how the person's karma. The person's karma also depends on that person in for good bad karma. This is also one condition. And of course, we have to. I too experienced this so-called, like now we have this Master of Arts program. Yeah, 20,000. The scholarship is 20,000 per sangha. And yesterday, my assistant registrar asked, Sifu, are we going to sponsor this monk from Vietnam? I said our mission is to support Sangha. Yeah. The first batch of ME students, actually the first batch we supported how many monks and Sale? 2 Sale, 1 monk from Germany, Tita Damo, then our local monk, Reverend Chunhe, and our nun also. We spent about 100 over 1,000 just for Sangha scholarship. And this year, there's one who applied from Vietnam. So my assistant registrar asked, shall we focus in for our research for our local monks, or shall we sponsor? Then I said, do you get any details? Who recommended him, this monk, to take this course? Actually, he was from Vietnam, but he studied in Singapore. So he want to continue. He was recommended by another lecturer. So I said, how is this result? You see, then good. the result is good. So in that case, then we have to sponsor because it's sangha. And I said, why not my assistant? I said, you have to tell him that this money is temple money, is from the public. Yeah, appreciate, no, that you get this scholarship, and focus in your study, and in future propagate the Dharma, preserve the Dharma, protect the Dharma. These are the few words, things you let him know. Yeah. Don't simply take the scholarship and doesn't concentrate in the study. It's the public money. Yeah. It's not the company. We are not company. Company will get profit. We depend on donation. We really work. The temple volunteers and staff really work very hard. We have few volunteers, they know, they've been with us in the kitchen. And other Buddhist society also very supportive. They cater, they ask us to cook, and of course we charge them the sort of a bit lower than the commercial rate because they are Buddhist society. Of course, we have to scan, and it also, I said, depends on the person's karma, good karma, bad karma. You have to, if you open up that you have the money to do this and that, a lot of people will come to you. It's not enough. Never enough. No, never enough. And we have nowadays we have a lot of Buddhist society, invites us and ask for sponsor this and that, but we just give a minimum donation, rather than just ignore. We are aware of the good work that all the Buddhist society or centers are doing. Like afterwards, we're going to another center, Bodhi Fellowship Society, where they propagate Dharma through music. It's near here, is it? The center. So normally even the universities, societies, Buddhist societies, they also approach for fund for their events. For us, we can only afford to give only 1,000. Yeah. For you see, there's so many, and of course, for recently a temple maintenance, from Protestant, a Parables temple, she got to pay a lot for her temple maintenance. We depends. We see for what purpose. If society for events, okay, we just opening or groundbreaking ceremony, the maximum we can give is 1,000. Like Arya Vihara is different. They want to build a temple. We give 5,000 donation. And for that temple maintenance, that nun, which I know, we also give 5,000. 5,000. It's quite a lot, you see. My accountant and my assistant, Suku, you also need money for maintenance. I said, do what we can. Yeah. Because sometimes it's very difficult to reject. They are doing events. They also do some propagating Buddha Dharma, but in different centers. So I said, do what we can. Don't force. Don't try to be famous. We put it very low profound. Okay, you approach me, we give. But until one day, if you cannot give, then I have to stop. But scholarship, we still want to support our local monks and nuns for their higher studies. Education is very important. Yeah. So my inspiration, my vow is to come back to be a professor in my next life.
Sadhu, sadhu.
And yesterday, actually, I was the first batch of the Master of Arts students. And now our Master of Arts students who have graduated, they are the lecturers for the lower diploma courses. So we are nurturing, we are planting. We are planting, we are spending money on education, but you see, the monk that we sponsor is not teaching. Currently, it's not teaching the diploma students. You see, and then it will continue higher diploma, degree, master, MPhil, and PhD. And we also have to think of building a platform for all these lecturers, students in Malaysia. We hope that Malaysia can be a place for higher studies in Buddhism. No? So our students, we have a lot of talented Malaysians who are now in overseas, in other university, because we don't have the platform for them to come back to teach. Our resources are out there. The time when I went to Nepal, Kathmandu, to attend a forum, I met two, one monk and one nun. The other one nun is assistant professor in Xuanzang Daxue in Taiwan. She said she might come back to Malaysia, but has to wait for a few years to get her professorship. Yeah, she has to remain in that university for a few years. And another monk, he is now currently teaching in Drama University. And I told him, we have this MA program, Master of Arts program. He said, next time when I come back, you employ me, or else I have no food, no job, no food. You see, they can't come back because we don't have the platform for them. And this is Professors Dhamma mission and vision, and also my vision and mission. We are now investing in education, and it takes time. And the day before yesterday, my teacher, former teacher, Sunday school teacher, in teaching our Sunday school children, they are now in Harvard University. One is doing, she got a PhD in archaeologist, Gandhara, Buddha images, and she's also doing Gandhara research. So she used to go to Pakistan, and she told me that Pakistan is very dangerous, not safe. They have to be accompanied by soldiers because they have the Pakistan Taliban. Yeah. And she risked her life to do research there. And she told me, Sufu, you're the one who sponsored me the Master of Arts in Buddhism in Hong Kong. I said, yeah, that's so many years back. But anyway, we are happy that she got a PhD and doing research on that. The other one is her husband doing research on cancer, brain cancer. Both of them, they are in US. And every year when they come back to Malaysia, they will go to the temple and visit me. So you see, I have forgotten that I have sponsored her for the MA studies in Hong Kong. So this is we don't say the reward, you see, the things that we invested, and then they got their career success, and they come back. That's the joy. That's the joy. And she's now the researcher in archaeologists, mainly in Gandhara. So this is education investment in education needs time. And in 2007, we started our Sunday Dhamma school. 2007. Now is 20. How many years? About 18 years, 20 years. Now my first batch, second batch, third batch become the Sunday school teachers and become the principal. I retired. So this is how many years of nurturing them, planting the seeds and watering them. So now they are ready, grown up, they are graduates, they are working. So now they are training the fourth batch. So it goes like, we have, that is like passing the baton to the younger generation. And as the older generation, we have to accept changes. The methodology, the method of teaching is different from the time when I taught them. I even went to AI, to search how to attract the youth to come in to form the youth. One of the items is event in resort. That means you have to go out from the temple, go out somewhere. Youngsters, they love it. Resort. They have camp in resort, retreat there. So I do a lot, but you must give me the budget. Nowadays, the youngsters, they thought that we are printing money, 老的有钱，老的有钱啊。They don't know that how hard we work, and save the money. For them, okay, musical instrument, 26,000. We want to have a studio. Renovation for a studio, 100 over 1,000. I said, no. What if I renovated and you're halfway, they form the Kalya Mitra, the youth group. What if you're sing halfway and then you're just stop? No interest, then what happened to my studio? So they changed to what? Digital drums. Digital drums, they can control. It's the drumming that kills it's sound that will disturb the neighboring, because they will come and practice at night. So they requested for a studio. Then I said, no, 100 over 1,000. Where to find 100 over 1,000? So they changed to digital drum. Digital drum, you can control the sound. I said, okay. Yeah, amplifier and all this comes to a amount of about 26,000, nearly 30,000. You still have it include other things. You see? But because to have this platform for them, we have to invest. We have to flash money. Yeah, that's all. Then we have to follow the new trend. We cannot, like last time BISDS. My time, the children have to put a chair and not under the tree, but they are very happy. No fan, nothing. Our time in BISDS 19 something lah. Yeah, no chakra hall. We were under the tree, but the children were very disciplined, enjoying the nature. Now with aircon, with projector, with everything, still not satisfied. Yeah, still not satisfied. They want to go out of the temple to have that event. Okay.
Thank you, Venerable, for opening our eyes to so many ways of compassion. Can Venerable please lead us in the transference of merits?
Yeah, we do together. Okay. Okay, we do a universal transfer of merits. It comes together. Okay, we recite. May these merits act extend universally to all,
extend universally to all,
so that we,
so that we,
with all living beings,
all living beings,
together accomplish the Buddha way.
accomplish the Buddha way.
Buddha way here means the enlightened, yeah? The enlightened way, the path. So, I would rather say, when we pay respect to the Buddha, we contemplate on Buddha's wisdom and compassion, and practice, put it into practice in our daily life. Then only you can realize or understand what is Buddha Dharma. So may all of you be well, happy, healthy, physically and mentally. And I always say, do what you can, before you say goodbye to this world. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.